In the pocket, we don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
2 1-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A throw complete to Dorsett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis and was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Russell Wilson sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Pulled in at the 24.
Julian Edelman.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The numbers for White a week ago, 20 carries, 84 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 13.
That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
To James White.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Taken down by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Benson Mayowa on the tackle. A 3-yard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Lee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. Had no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Carlos Hyde.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Edelman set to return, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the gun, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 44-yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass complete.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Russell Wilson sacked.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One more game remains to be played in week 2 after this one, and it's a game that folks have been looking forward to for months, if not years. The first ever regular season home game for the Las Vegas Raiders as they host the Saints. 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 in Vegas. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner multiple times at All-Pro in there to drop him for a loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pretty move. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Dante Hightower on the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 4. Yard line.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his... Physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 50-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Chris Carson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. For Pete Carroll, by the way, his ties to the Patriots go deeper than that heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 49. He was actually the Patriots head coach for 3 years. Some people forget that, 97, 98, and 99. And he had some degree of success as they went 27-21 in those 3 seasons.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete to Devin.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun. Wilson underneath. He's got Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
1st down, here's White. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 38, Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That will be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
38-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Complete.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
It's 2nd and inches at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Flush to his right, and he gets it down to the 32. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5.
It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
James White.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
opting to run again here with White. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
a gain of 3.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's John Simon with a sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The left side, it's Dorsett. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. This is Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
6-6.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with White, and he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Play action, it's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Vincent Mayowa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Disley, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff for Seattle.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's airing it out for Sanu. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
On first down, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Patriots.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Newton able to get this to his running back White. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
James White.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And now here is another interception. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 on the play. Brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New England.
Off play action. Newton staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jaron Reed. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again.
Jaron Reed.
Jaron Reed, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a... So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Wilson with the handoff.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more